All right, welcome to the stream, everyone. I am here today to tell you about the ever talented and most missed, sadly no longer with us, Patrice O'Neal. Patrice Lumumba Malcolm O'Neal. I'm just changing my lighting here. I don't want this to be so much of a, like I'm in kind of a, yeah, I think maybe go with real lighting today, like I'm a human. I don't need to look like I'm a stripper. Anyway, I did a Bobo stream the other day, Bobo from ONA, and if you didn't see it, why wouldn't you have? But it got me thinking about some of the best things of Opie and Anthony, the best things I like watching, and just trying to navigate what I can watch and what I can show. So I wanted to honor Patrice O'Neal because I personally think he's one of the funniest people of our time. Definitely one of the funniest comedians, and he wasn't just a funny stand-up. He was very versatile in his comedy. So let me just quickly get my scenes going here because I don't have things set up the right way. I was in a different studio last night, and I'm still getting used to our good friend Evmux here. So give me half a second, and I'll get things going. Okay, so hi, that's me. Do do do. Do do do. How's everyone doing today? I will get right to it, but I thought I had this set up and I did not. So this is awkward, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Although it won't let me fix what I'm doing, so that's not good. Do do. Do. Ba-da-do. Ba-da-do. And I'm gonna leave the background off. I had the same background from last night with me and Rufus for the comedy or whatnot, but I'm gonna leave it like this. And then I need to add what they call a web source. No, not web source, sorry. Forgot that. Delete that. What I want to add is screen share. Woohoo! From me. How exciting. I know people are loving this. Most professional broadcasters do this stuff ahead of time, but not me. The other problem is I don't I'm gonna make the screen really small because even though most of these things are recorded versions of comedy bits and stuff, I don't want to necessarily run afoul of YouTube. So but now that I have a tab ready to go, so I don't know the best place to start. Let me start by explaining who Patrice is and how much I love him. Patrice O'Neal is a comedian originally from Boston. He started, I believe, professional comedy in '92. He was in New York for a while. He was known as a New York Boston comic. He would travel back and forth. He eventually, in the early 2000s, went to LA because that was the thing stand-ups were supposed to do. You were supposed to go to LA and try to get TV shows and stuff like that. Patrice, there's a lot of stories out there. Obviously, I was not involved in any of these, but there are stories on Opie and Anthony we will listen to. There are stories from Colin Quinn, who is known in the industry as someone that can produce things, get things done, that Patrice was notoriously hard to deal with. He was a very independent thinker, a very independent person. He would like one of the first story I think of is that he was talking to Comedy Central about taking over a show, and all he did was tell them how bad one of their other shows was for the entire 30-minute interview or whatever. So that's just who Patrice is. So what I'm gonna also do here, let me make it. First of all, I'll make Patrice widescreen. And then what I can also do is I came up with a nifty little Patrice filter here. Because in case they decide to say, hey, This isn't very nice, what you have here. I have a Patrice filter. And what I'm going to do is plop it over what I'm doing and then make it kind of transparent. Which I thought I could do, but I guess I can't. There was a way to make this transparent, I thought, earlier, but whatever. So Patrice is going to sit there and look at us while we listen to his comedy, just in case, because I don't need any strikes. I watched that stupid Japanese TV show MXC for like 30 seconds the other day, and I got struck, which was horseshit. So, not feeling that. Oh, and one last thing. Let me get my scroll going. Oh, not my scroll, my banner. Nope, not the sample banner. You know what? Fuck it. I don't need the banner right now. I've already killed people's time enough. That's my own fault for not starting it. I will just start the media, and we will laugh at Patrice together. So as I was saying, Patrice O'Neal, he started having comedy specials late 90s. I think his first Comedy Central special was 2001, 2002. So tonight we're going to look at... I wanted to start with a few specific just clips of his that I thought were funny. And then, secondly, I'm going to go into more of a... I want to just watch a good amount of his set from the Comedy Store in 2004, right after he got off of Tough Crowd with Colin Quinn. So, make sure that things are rocking and rolling here. All right, we're off with Patrice.
Day. You can't get rid of them because they do jobs nobody else is going to do. That's why you can't really... Listen, what is this thing where we trying to get Mexicans out this country? Who else is going to work without Mexicans? And who else is going to work? Who else would drive a bicycle on the highway? Who else would ride wait a minute. Who else would ride a bicycle on the highway against traffic to deliver you a panini sandwich for lunch?
And this...
On time. Who else is gonna kick in your hotel door to make your bed besides some little Mexican woman who has an ethic? She has to make your bed. I have to make... Hello? And she knocks and she fucking punches the door and she scares the shit out. She kicks the fucking door and the chain is on. Hello? Hello? And you're like, miss, the chain is on. I'm alive. The chain's on the door. You don't have... Ma'am, please. Look, please, I must make your bed. I must make your bed. I must make your bed. Please, please. Please. Oh.
The irony of Patrice talking about, God, you know, how Latinos or whatever, minorities are delivering stuff way before DoorDash. He died in 2011. So there was no delivery food like that at the time. But it was all calling people up. That's what it used to be before everyone was doing it.
We pull out a fucking Ideos Mio shit. Please, please. And she's trying to squeeze in through the space, through the chain space. Like, hello? Hello? I must make you... Hello? I wish I never traveled, for real, because I would like to just never had traveled outside this country, and then I could hate America and be happy, you know what I'm saying? But I traveled, and now it's like I like America, but I still hate. It's weird. I hate it, but it's nowhere better because all I got to really deal with is racist crackers like that, and it's funny because like black people really don't look at white people with like you're the oppressor anymore. It's just something we do. It's just like we like not liking white people, and white people like not liking us. It's like that's just what we do.
We like not liking white people. All right, so let me skip ahead a little bit here. All right, so that was just a little bit of an introduction to Patrice's general humor. This is from, I forget which show this is from. This is one of his stand-ups, I think 2007, 2008. This is from his last stand-up, his most famous one, Elephant in the Room. It's one of those situations, Elephant in the Room is interesting. I forgot to mention why I'm dressed the way I am today. I do not usually wear I usually wear a hat because I like showing off my different hats and covering up the fact that I'm losing my hair. But Patrice, when he showed up on Tough Crowd, and went to Opie and Anthony. But he got a tough crowd, and a lot of his shows, he for a long time was wearing all these throwback jerseys and really loud, like colorful hats that matched his shit. Obviously, this hat doesn't match anything, but I just wanted to wear this in honor of Patrice. So, all right, so this is Elephant in the Room, and this is Patrice talking about white women and how white. This is early in the show. He basically does a half hour on white women versus black women in this show, but. The thing I think about when I think about Elephant in the Room is that Patrice is, like I said, he's one of the best of all time. This was probably his best show, and it was only like it was probably his biggest show, and it was his most notable show at the time. Like, he would have had bigger ones than this if he didn't die a couple months later. So you wonder how he would have evolved. I always wonder what he would have thought about future things or different things we went through as a country since then. But you wonder, like, he was one of those people who had such a short period of time around that's why it's so like it's unbeatable, because he didn't have enough time to have a bad special. Not saying he ever would have, but a lot of these guys, they stick around so long, like Bill Burr stuck around so long, and then he lost his humor almost. He became his wife's surrogate. So anyway, let's get back to the show.
You know how you can tell how pretty a white woman is? The value. You look at her, and then you wonder how long they would look for if she was missing. Come on, take a look. Take a look. Look at this nigga. Look. Ooh. I saw you look mad, sweetie. How long, if you was missing, how long you think they were? Exact. She went. You know the deal. I ain't saying nothing wrong. White women's life is valuable. What's his name? Joran Vandersloot? Right? We find out he was a serial killer. Man, he kills women. That's what he do. He do it well. You know what I mean? We know.
I always loved the way Patrice would say things, especially white people names. He would goof the shit out of them.
Girl that he supposedly had. What's the girl in Aruba? Natalie Holloway, right? But the one he just killed, the girl in Peru. What's her name? Exactly. Look how fast you said Natalie. You said Natalie. Natalie Holloway, that angel. Y'all said that like Family Feud. All right, name a white girl been missing for 5 years in Aruba. Natalie Holloway. Survey says.
This is the best. The black girl in the front called it out, and he gets upset at that.
Name a Peruvian girl that was killed yesterday. What is that big head third world Peruvian bitch's name? Has to be Yordis or something goofy.
Yordis.
Don't get mad at yourself. I gave it to you. You saw how fast she said Natalie Holloway. Diana Ross right here said she knew her name.
Diana Ross.
That white girl with Natalie Holloway. Man, you called yourself, woo! God bless you, man. That is high level right there. Don't be ashamed of it, gorgeous.
I can't get over the fact that the name he came up with was Yordis. So, okay, I didn't want to just completely go into... I didn't want to just completely watch Elephant in the Room, although I do have a couple more pieces from this. Here we go. There we go.
Be honest. That little girl that went missing, she was sailing. Little girl went sailing. I forgot her damn name, but she went sailing and went missing in the Indian Ocean, okay? And they spent, good Lord, her mast broke and she was floating around and she gave out her little signal, her beacon. They looked for her. They spent $500,000, like tax money, to search for her. Now, if that's my daughter, I want that to happen too, but. if you go sailing, let's be honest, how long you think? Are they gonna spend 5? Come on. Remember football players in Miami went missing? They went sailing. They looked for them for 8 minutes. Maybe.
This could be one of my favorite jokes of Patrice's of all time. It's a physical one, so you just look at it. I'm happy I was able to show this.
Send somebody at the edge of the beach. I don't see him. We have to call off the search because there's too much sun. The conditions are abnormally difficult. If I go sailing, I'm taking a white baby on a keychain with me. If my boat go down, they gonna find me. I'm gonna have it hooked right to the side of my belt. And I'm gonna dress the baby real white too. I'm gonna put sweatpants on it and a pair of Ugg boots, and I'm gonna take a picture. Man, look at this white baby. You don't come get me. This white baby going down with me. I hate how much fun black people can have racially, man. It's just, I can say anything I goddamn want racially. And white people have to sit there and take it. I am evil, yes. It's like, come on, man. I don't even say it because of that. I love...
I am evil, yes. Patrice always had an interesting perspective. Like, if you listen... Well, we're going to listen to him on Opie and Anthony, not this episode, but on the next one. But even though he would give shit back and forth, he always had a good sense of both sides. He was always reasonable. He understood where white people were coming from. He understood where black people were coming from. Where he would make jokes, but more was Asian and shit like that, to be honest. But still.
I love a little racial. Yes, look, man, you know, let's be fair. I mean, honesty would be nicer with the racial game. I mean, I like to talk to white people about being honest about Obama. You gave it a shot. You did. You gave it a 2-year shot. Like, oh yeah, we tried to. But it fell apart. It really did. And I'm gonna tell you something you don't know about black folks. We would be on your side. In talking to white people, we would be on your side a lot more if you would, just not ever talk about how you feel about anything racial. We'll catch up to you. Now, serious, because black people on the edge of going, what the fuck is Obama doing? But it's too many white people outwardly hating him, so we can't. We go, if you shut up, I'll be against them. Like, stop having rallies and all kinds of stuff.
Rallies.
I'm telling you, I'm this close to...
Jesus, I can't touch anything in this shit.
I'm mad at him because I thought I would have a white slave by now. I thought it was Vengeance Day. I thought I had me a white family. Oh, big old fat white girl go warm my bed up. Get upstairs, Susan. Warm my bed up, feed my baby with your giant white titties, and I'm gonna go outside and stare your husband in the face and decide whether I'm gonna sell him or not. You know your wife's upstairs warming up my bed. You know that, right? Philip.
God damn.
That's uncomfortable, ain't it? That's uncomfortable. I apologize. That's uncomfortable. Can't we move on? We'll move on to something. They don't even like that in play. That's uncomfortable, right? To think about that, but what you gonna do? Look, my days are numbered, so I just want to have as much fun as possible. You know what I mean? I'm 40, and that's young in everyone else's years, but in black years, high blood pressure, diabetes. I am. If you do the black to white life ratio, I'm 177-year-old I'm old as a motherfucker. I'm old. And I want to live, but here's why I messed up. I messed up my young years, and I realized something. I'm gonna tell you, if you're over 40 and you're trying to better yourself, just stop. You're not gonna better yourself. And when I say you're not gonna better yourself, I mean better yourself like go back to when you try to capture the things you used to do when you supposed to have did it, but you didn't do it. You feel me? So the stuff that you were 18 and didn't do, now you're 40 and you're going, I'm gonna make a change. It's just, it doesn't make me sick more than somebody 40 and say they in school. Like, what you doing? I mean, I'm going to school. You're never too young and never too old and never too... Oh, a bunch of sayings. You know, the older you are, the...
Never too young, never too old, and never too young.
Shut the fuck up with your old horse shit, because it ain't... You're old. Your brain don't work. Your body don't work. You can't change your ethic. There might be two of you that changed your ethic. Like these fat people shows that on TV where they got people, as soon as that show is over, get fat again. Big, fat, fats. Fatty, that's what you are. I went to exercise recently and I tried to change my life and exercise. After I finished, I was saying to myself, I gotta do this tomorrow? Like nothing changed. I should have got a lump. I don't care what it was. Something should have changed. Nothing. And I gotta keep doing this until maybe I see a change. But I just can't. I don't have that ethic anymore. I should have did it when I was 18 years old. Like I can't type.
Oh, this is great.
But I didn't realize how important typing was till right now. I fucked off all my good typing years calling people gay who was going to typing class. It was just like me and 6 other dudes. Like, what you doing? You want to be a secretary? What the kind of pussy? Man, come on, man. Let's go steal bread. We used to go steal bread and lunch meat from the supermarket and make sandwiches and sell them during typing class. And now I can't type. If you can't type and you try to be in a world with people who can, you feel irrelevant. You stop, you know? You just say hello to some woman on the internet, hi, and she come back with the 7-page memo, like, hello, whap! You be like, really? For real? All those words? You saw me type, hello. And I yelled it, evidently. In big letters, it was saying hello. Really? Seriously? You think I said hello? Hi, bitch! Hi! Is that what you think I did for real? Yeah? Really? You just send smiley faces. That's all I do. I know smiley emoticons. I love those. Like, I can't spell... If I had to spell restaurant, to this day, right? To save my mama's life. Like, if
Save my mama's life. Jesus Christ.
Like, if somebody held my mama hostage and had a gun to her head, right? It says, nigga, spell restaurant. You know, like, I'm gonna shoot your mother in the head. I'd be like... I would look at my mother like, I love you.
I love you.
She'd be like, look at me, Mom. She's crying. Understand that I love you with all my heart. Stop stalling, nigga! Okay, all right. All right,
let me call it on this real quick. Because I could watch this all night and not actually add anything of value to it. But I had one other part of this particular Patrice special. That part always kind of bums me out because this was filmed in 2010, came out in early 2011, and Patrice unfortunately died November 2011. So he definitely knew his own mortality because of the diabetes. Unfortunately, Patrice also, like I said, he was known to be hard to get along with. He was also known to ignore taking his medicine is insulin, or ignore the rules of what you could eat on diabetes. Because there were times that he ballooned up, like you see here, he's got quite the labanza. There were other times he looked really slim and just kind of like a big, like a lineman kind of. It just, it's sad. Diabetes is fucked up. So sorry if anyone's going through that. I hope we come up with a cure or something. My last pup had it. It
that,
was a
that,
bummer.
that makes us struggle. And really, men are perfect creatures except for, one. Like, if most women would want to
This theory he has about men versus women, it's scary how true it is, probably.
be a man, if you didn't have to give up that power that you have, which is our weakness. That's our weakness. It's very difficult. I'm telling you, man. Like, I don't want to be with other women, ever. Like, I want to just walk down the street and go, I never need to look at another woman again because I'm with the last woman I'm ever going to be with. And I'm like, but it ain't real. It's just... Like, no guy wants to cheat and hurt his woman, man. That hurts. First of all, think about what cheating is for a second, ladies. Cheating is a man. He sneaks out of his own house to go, like, find some happiness behind your back so your feelings aren't hurt. Cheating is for you. It's not for me. We don't want to hurt you. If you give a lie detector test to a man and a woman and ask them the same questions, man, we would pass them both up to a point where it's like, hey, ask a woman, you love your man, you love your family, you love your home, you love what you built? Yep. All right. You see Brad Pitt or Denzel Washington or whatever standing there, would you risk everything you built with your man just to sleep with him? And women, look, they'll go, nah, I wouldn't. And they'll pass the test. They'll be like, they look good, but I wouldn't. Ask guys the same thing, boom, love your woman, the kids, the house. Yeah. All right, you see that girl passed out behind the dumpster? Would you risk everything for a passed out woman behind a dumpster? I don't want to, but look at her with garbage on. She looks so cute with garbage on. You ever discuss threesomes, gorgeous? You never had a threesome discussion with your man after 10 years? Like, just even talk.
I just spoke for all that time with my mic off. Are you fucking kidding me? Anyway, so I cut off that last clip for a second, and I'm just going to start over with what I was talking about. Anyway, before we go to the final set, which is Patrice in an intimate setting at the Comedy Cellar 2004, I wanted to show Patrice versus a feminist, basically. In late 2007, 2008, 2009, around then, radio personalities were got in trouble. Even TV was getting, a little dialed back on the early shock jock stuff from around the mid-turn of the century. Don Imus had said some unkind things or some racially charged things about the women's basketball team at Rutgers. So basically, he was being either fired or called out or all sorts of things. I forget what happened. He was suspended, fired. But there was a bit, Michael Richards had just had his issue the year before where Michael Richards had a meltdown at the Comedy Store and, said the N-word a bunch to a bunch of people. So this was a time when things were getting called out. So basically, Opie and Anthony had this homeless guy on named Homeless Charlie. And Homeless Charlie was a crackhead. He was insane. He was a real loose cannon. They had him on, and he said some really crazy sexually charged things about Condoleezza Rice. I forget, was she the Attorney General? She was someone in the cabinet at the time. Obviously, this would have never gone over well, but especially at this time when they just canceled Michael Richards, they just went after Imus. Whether right or wrong, they were coming after Opie and Anthony. So, good friend of Opie and Anthony's show, Patrice O'Neal, also a comedian, and also a really intelligent man, came out to explain his position. Now, I think the thing here is that Patrice had become like a friend of Fox News after he came out and discussed the Imus situation, again, as a stand-up and as someone that cared about free speech. So, as much as Patrice was a black person and the terms that were being used were offensive to black people, he was coming at it as someone who cared about free speech above all. So that's where we start this.
Radio DJs Opie and Anthony, they're under fire now for airing joking comments about raping Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice. Will they be the next to go? Is radio cleaning house after the Imus debacle? With me now, New City President Sonia Osorio. She took part in a recent protest calling for radio stations to stop supporting negative language in music and talk radio. And also, our favorite, stand-up comic, Patrice O'Neal.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Patrice,
how dare radios and music have negative content? How dare? And that's the fucking problem, because then who decides what's negative? And then when can you move that line? At first, is negative everything that's, the last 10% of hate? And then it's like, oh, the last 20%? And then it's a way to shut people up, just with what you don't want to hear. So,
are O&A next?
I hope not. I wish JV and Elvis didn't lose their job or Imus. It's funny. This is the thing. I don't know her, but I'm assuming that she has nothing to do with funny. So I'm gonna speak as the expert on funny. Funny people should just be left to trying to be funny.
What if they're not funny?
Then you made a mistake. But how many times has how many unfunny rape jokes lead to rape? Like,
I don't know how many jokes about rape there are.
There's a lot. But your world is not funny. Your world is next on the big story. My world is people trying to be funny.
Well, I mean, you think it's okay to try to make jokes about rape?
I'm diabetic. I make fun of that. I'm a victim. I might lose a toe. But I'm trying to make fun of. I'm trying to make fun of anything I think I can make fun of.
Sonia?
I'm
on fire.
What's happening now is the marketplace is deciding what's appropriate or what's not appropriate. I think the nation is just tired. There's a new mood in the nation.
What nation?
The nation. You know what? We're tired of things that are just
Is this the nation, this paper, and you? I'm not the nation. I'm just speaking for me and funny. You're speaking for the nation, or you're speaking for...
Yeah, you know why? Because I remember 6 years ago doing something against Anthony Opie because they were just so outrageous, and their violent images that they put out to women was just uncalled for. And now I think people...
You think they were trying to be funny?
I think now...
The interesting thing with this woman, especially going against Patrice shows up dressed like himself. Got a baseball cap on, and he's a comedian. So she immediately thinks she's going to be able to just bully him into, like, this is what's right and wrong. And Patrice is not, he's not going and, like, get him angry or something. Patrice is super calm. He's never going to get angry with anyone. He's going to explain his point and tell you how you are wrong. And that's what was so great about Patrice. And this woman, the minute she says, we as a nation are upset, it's like, This is the type of shit that bothers people. It's like, who the fuck are you to talk for everybody? You and your subsect don't like this. Turn the channel. Move on.
Now, people in this country
think they were trying to be
are
funny?
tired. You know what? I don't care if they're trying to be funny.
That's what I'm saying.
tell you
Why are
something,
you
Patrice.
in that business?
I've been to your show once, and it wasn't very funny being a woman.
It was
in your
hilarious.
Show, when you talked about...
That's why she doesn't like me. I was in the paper with her, and the joke is hilarious, called The Angry Pirate. And the lady who wrote it in her outrage didn't even know what it meant, and anybody who read it laughed, because they know what funny... You're not living in the context of funny. You're living
All
in the
these
context
guys
of fired.
have every right to be as funny as they want. They can go out and try to be as funny as they want, make as much money being as funny as they want. This is what's happening. There is a change in this.
See, that's not necessarily true then, in her opinion. People are allowed to go out and be as funny as they want. She's saying you have to be as funny as I allow you to be, or as me and my deciders allow you to be. That's the horseshit hypocrisy. You can go be as funny as you want. Well, funny is one of those things where it's all about... I mean, there's no black and white. So how are you going to tell if something's funny unless you say it? Unless you're in the right crowd? You know, all that type of stuff. So saying in a swath they're not being funny, come on.
This country, people are realizing they have an opportunity to speak out, and advertisers are listening. Radio stations are listening.
Sonia,
you're not talking to who I talk to.
And you're not going to get paid as much money anymore.
Sonia and Patrice,
That's
look
what
at
it
this.
is. The marketplace
More
is
CBS
speaking.
radio firings. They've been on a tear lately.
All right.
Are they cleaning house, or is this the PC cops run amok?
You know what it is, John. You know what it is while you're reading that paper. It's the PC cops run amok.
Well, you think
Who's
she's a
the PC
PC
cop?
cop?
Of course she is. She has an entire encyclopedia of her stance on it, but it's no passion involved. It's not a real... This is just what she has to say. We are outraged and fired and
he's a fool.
fired
He's an
and
absolute
fired.
fool.
Name calling. I'm outraged.
Fool.
I am outraged.
You should be. You should be outraged.
I am a fool. Now, if I called you a fool,
You know what?
It's ironic that the first one that went to name calling was the woman that's so concerned about what's right and what's wrong.
But people are feeling a new sense of entitlement.
Who are these
to
people?
decency in this country?
Who are the people?
A new
How can
sense
you,
of
Patrice?
entitlement
Here's
to
what. Here's
decency.
my question: how can you justify a bad joke, a joke that isn't funny? Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
An attempt that isn't funny, doesn't get any laughs, and is about raping the first black woman to ever become the Secretary of State of the United
Don't
States.
throw that at me.
Well, what?
I always hate that aspect too, when it's like, well, how dare they make fun of someone who's the first black woman to be... You're making fun of anyone. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what their position is. If it's wrong, it's wrong. It doesn't matter if they're the Secretary of State or not. If you're making fun of someone and it's wrong, then it's wrong. Don't fucking frame it like that, Fox News. That's what I hate about these pricks. Even back then, even with having Patrice on, they got to find a way to do their horse shit.
The attempt is what I'm trying to fight for. The joke may or may... Funny jokes and unfunny jokes are come out of the same birth. You don't know if anything is going to be funny. You should attempt to be able to make anything funny.
Don't you think a joke about rape is doomed to be not funny?
It's possible, but I've heard them.
Much like, as George Carlin once said, there are funny rape jokes. Think about Porky Pig raping Elmer Fudd.
I've heard
You've heard a funny rape joke?
I'd say a couple. Watch my HBO special. I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, Patrice says that if you're having sex with a woman, doggy style, and if you
Wrong.
hit her in the head just the right
No,
time.
it's ejaculate in her eye and kick her in the shin, and she walks around like, arg! It's the angry pirate. That's what she was trying to say.
A violent act of hitting her in the back of her head, her body.
It's called the
freezes
donkey
up,
punch.
Which will then...
Why are you...
And no sooner does Patrice say it's called the donkey punch, he gets a laugh from the cameraman or someone off camera, so it proves his point.
laughing? She's outraged. It's called the donkey punch. It's whole humor that she has no clue what it
We have the
is.
same problem that Opie and Anthony does. You can't say just anything on the air.
You can say anything you want. It might not be funny. You might get in trouble for it, but you should be able to be attempting. And plus, when is a crazy bum going to get an opportunity to rape the president? If the president's wife, John? It was trying to be funny.
All right, Patrice, why aren't I hearing Al Sharpton complain about this thing involving Congress?
Because it wasn't involving young black women.
Well, it's involving a very prominent black woman.
Well, where was she during Young Black? Everybody has their agenda.
I was there. I was there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, excuse me.
But why am I not hearing from Sharpton?
Because it doesn't concern him. It's not concerning him. It's black. It's, you know, come on now. You know Al Sharpton has his agenda, and it was perfect for Al. Young black women. And now she's representing just women in general. She's not representing the nappy hoe part. She's representing just the hoe. The nappy-headed part, she has nothing to do with. Just the hoe.
Sonia?
You know what? Women have been abused publicly in the media.
This woman doesn't even know what the fuck to say. She has just been taken to the cleaners, and she has no argument.
For too long, and people are tired of it. This has been a beautiful response of just the general public saying to advertisers, we're your consumers. We don't want to have to avoid everything in the street. We don't want to have to worry about what radio station we turn on. And there is some really derogatory, violent thing to deal with. You're going to get all your information, ma'am, is secondhand from someone making you aware that someone said something that you should be upset about. It's a shame. Your constituency, the people you represent aren't all victims in this matter.
Patrice O'Neal, thank you very much. Sonia.
I also don't know what the now new city is. She's apparently the president that she was back in 2008. I don't know. I kind of want to, I'm going to Google this woman and see if she's doing anything. Maybe she's been on some interviews recently trying to shut people up. It's such a bad look, though, to try to be like, I don't want bad things on the radio that I might click on and hear by accident. So nobody can hear them because you get offended. And then again, in 10 years, then you've wiped out all that stuff that was offensive, and now there's a new grouping of things that people are going to find offensive. Before you know it, we're living in that fucking weird, you know, dystopian future from Demolition Man, where people can't even, like, choose soda and cigarettes or meat and stuff. It's fucking nuts. So, all right, originally I was going to go right to the 2004 Comedy Cellar, but this is a piece I was looking for earlier, and it came up right here, so perfect. It's Patrice O'Neal, Men Cannot Love You and Like You.
You ever feel like a song you just can't care, like you try to, but it just 30,000 Chinese people died in an earthquake, and you're like, oh my God. Oh wow. I could care less. Oh my God. A missing mother of 10 hasn't been seen in 2 weeks. You're like, all right, I'm gonna care about this. I know it. I know. Oh wow. I don't give a damn. Like, I mean, I believe in God, but I'm not deep into religion. Like, I'm too afraid to not believe in God, you know. Like, I'm not an atheist. I'm like, before that, like.
I don't know. I don't think this is the bit, but he does have a famous bit where he talks about praying on an airplane.
Like, I believe in God when I'm on planes.
Oh, shit.
Like, I really believe in God.
All right.
You ever try to make a side deal with God? Just when I get on planes, I look at some old lady struggling with her bags, having trouble putting it in overhead. And I'm like, wait a minute, lady, let me get that for you, ma'am. Let me put that heavy bag up there for you, because, you know, look, God.
Look, God.
Look what a great guy I am helping this woman with her bags. You ain't gonna let the plane crash, are you, Lord Jesus? Because I'm a good person. And then when the plane lands, the lady's looking at me like, you want to get my bags? I'm like, no, like what? I kept the plane in the air, you selfish bitch. I don't even believe in ground karma. I kept us all alive. Let somebody else handle the ground.
I kept us all alive.
I'm not getting it.
Let someone else handle the ground.
It's hard to be honest, man. Honesty is not the greatest thing to be. It's not, it's just no one wants to hear, yeah. Especially your woman, you know, she don't want to hear that. You ever have your girlfriend or your wife call you from another room and she's like, sweetie, and then like immediately you go, your stomach just goes, oh. Oh, what does she want? Oh, this is gonna suck. I know it. It's not gonna be good. Because it's never good. You wanna hear what happened to me today? He'd be like, oh, not really. I always make my girlfriend tell me the end of any story she get ready to tell me first before I invest in the whole. I'd be like, shut up. What's the end of the story?
Shut up.
Like, somebody got shot.
All right.
All right, go ahead. Try to tell the story.
All right. All right.
She starts off wrong all the time. You know my friend Diane, right? And here's why I mess up. I go, nah, I don't know Diane. You know Diane. Now I gotta tell you an hour-and-a-half side story about who Diane is.
Any poor man that's ever been in a relationship, and this is why I avoid them at this moment. But yes, this is 100% true, obviously. So this is why he's brilliant, man.
Because I can't keep going with the story till you know who Diane is. Remember 3 years ago I made you go to a party that you didn't want to go to? Or was it 2 years ago? Wait a minute, was it 2 years ago I made you go? No, it was 3 years ago I made you go. And remember I introduced you to a bunch of women you didn't care about? One of them was Diane. You remember now? Don't do this. Yeah, I remember. You don't remember, you're just saying that so I can tell the story faster. Well, why don't you tell the story faster? Who got shot?
Was it Diane?
Did Diane get shot? She didn't get shot? Did she shoot somebody? She didn't shoot.
Did Diane get shot?
Why'd you say Diane? Because she don't like guns. Why would you say that?
The best part.
Finish the story.
Did Diane get shot?
Who got shot? Never mind now. You won't let me tell the story the way I want to tell the story. So I won't finish because you won't let me tell it with Diane, my friend who doesn't like guns and stuff.
My friend who doesn't like guns. Welcome to the stream, everyone. God bless Patrice.
Hey, I'm sorry, ladies. That's not y'all. That's some other ladies that's not in here. I don't even know what women that could possibly be. You want to know how to, because men, it's hard for us to love you and like you at the same time. It is what it is. Exactly. Once a man loves you, he no longer likes you usually. So I'm going to give you some advice, ladies, on how to keep your man liking you once he loves you, if that's possible. This is what I think. Men want to be alone, but we don't want to be by ourselves. Does that make sense at all? Meaning, really, look at this guy looking at his wife like, not you, sweetie, but sort of you, kinda. We want you somewhere, like, in the dwelling, just not here, like just like around the corner, in the vents. You can sit in the vent, I don't care if you want to watch me, but in the on the roof, anywhere, but just not in front of me, trying to be my friend. What you doing? What you doing? Watching baseball? Why you watching baseball by yourself? How come you didn't get me up? You snuck out of bed. Why'd you didn't get me up? I want to watch baseball with you. What you doing? Why you down here by yourself? Move over. Move your leg off that ottoman where it's comfortable so I can sit next to you and wrap my leg around your leg and some weird I love you hot vine. Move over. Give me your arm. Give me your arm. Give it to me. Let me give it. Come here. Give me a kiss. Mean it. Mean the kiss. You love me? Say it. Say it. Mean it. What you doing? What you eating, a hamburger? You shouldn't be eating a hamburger at 11. It's too early to eat a hamburger. Let me go make you a better sandwich, a turkey sandwich on 47 grain bread with no mayonnaise and bean sprouts. Tastes like rat turds and twigs. Ain't that better? Ain't that better? A dry sandwich you don't want? Ain't that better?
It's like rat
Why is the TV so loud? Well, turn it down. Ain't that better? Can't hear the TV? Got a dry sandwich you don't want? Ain't that better?
You don't want.
Why is it so cold in here? Why is the ceiling fan and the air conditioner? Turn it off. Ain't that better? Sweating, wrapped up into a hot vine, can't hear the TV, got a dry sandwich. Ain't that better? Why is it so dark in here? Let some sunlight in. Ain't that better? Can't see the TV, can't hear it. Hey, I gotta go, man. Y'all take care, man. Thank you very much.
God bless this man. I mean, all right, Zig, we got one more clip to watch, but it's a long one, my man. We are going to talk about Patrice at the Comedy Cellar, or the Comedy Store, I forget, in New York City, 2004. Please leave a like on the video if you're here. Subscribe if you're new.
Guy's very, very funny guy. One of the smartest comedians. Somebody give him a deal for fucking. Give it up for Ian. Give it up for Jason Steinberg, who passed 10,000 emails and nobody showed up to this motherfucker. He emailed me 4 times, nigga. I almost didn't show up because I was annoyed. I ain't shit.
So for those of you keeping score at home, this is between Patrice. Patrice started wearing the sports outfits, and then he started looking like this, and then eventually he wore the top hat and the suit like we just saw a minute ago. Became very, very fashionable young man.
Please come to my own shit. That made me feel good, cocksucker. Nigga told me to make the best of this horse shit with a bunch of LA people. This town is just, I'm leaving. I came here to see if I can get an agent and then leave. I'm done.
Excuse me, this is the Comedy Store in L.A. This was when Patrice was in L.A. still after Tough Crowd ended. So this was when he was trying to kind of get movie roles and stuff. He ended up getting a role on The Office, but he was only on 3 or 4 episodes. But he did have a memorable role on The Office. I was going to clip that today, but I realized of all the things I'm showing, if anything would get my ass in trouble, showing parts of The Office probably would be it.
Surround myself with Jews and see what happens.
Listen, Jews, shout out DMC.
I got an army of Jews. No bullshit. Come on, miss, have fun once in your fucking life. What the fuck is your fucking problem? What are you thinking about? Saving what? White girls always trying to save something. No one has respect for LA anymore. You motherfuckers voted for Schwarzenegger. You're useless. You're a laughing stock. Did you know that? Around the other parts of the country, you voted for that goofy motherfucker? No one likes you no more for that shit. And he ran on a platform of his movie quotes.
That was a wild time. 2004 or 2003, the California runoff election, when I forgot, they impeached their current governor or whatever, and you had, besides Schwarzenegger, you had Gary Coleman and like Carrot Top and Gallagher. You had every dipshit in California running for fucking governor. It was nuts. And then Schwarzenegger won, but he was, I guess, the best option. I don't even know.
Hasta la vista, the taxes, and you motherfuckers voted for it. God don't like bullshit politicians. That's He's trying to kill you motherfuckers. Burn you to death, put you in the mud. Earthquake. God's trying to kill you and you won't leave. God's trying to kill George Bush's brother over there in Florida. It was 85 hurricanes. They trying to kill that nigga. God don't like evil white people. They gonna kill, I'm telling you. God hasn't even killed George Bush's brother. He killed all kind of innocent white people that live in the swamps. I ain't no better. I live in Jersey. My governor's a sissy. Governor's a fag. And he's proud of it. I like to say that I'm proud to be gay and,
I remember
I'm a
what the
gay
Jersey
American. That
governor
didn't
was.
bother me. He said, I like to thank the support of my family, my lovely wife. That's the wrong speech. You should have said, I'd like to thank this stupid bitch for standing here next to me looking like a complete fucking idiot while I'm telling her I fucked men in the ass and I cheated on her. Bitch, you don't stand a chance. Even if I want to stay faithful, I fuck men, you dumb bitch. Boy, you stupid. Fuck was she trying to support? Did he drug this bitch? What was she trying to support? Support her gay, cheating husband. If there was a chance?
See, unfortunately, I don't actually know what he's referencing, so I gotta skip ahead. I know around like 30 minutes there was something. There we go.
Honesty is not the best policy when it comes to wanting some ass. But y'all want us to be honest, but you can't deal with honesty. I can't go, no, I don't miss you, sweetie. Not even in the least. I wasn't really thinking about you.
As you can tell, Patrice was not, even though he had a woman or a lady that he was with, he was not really cut out for relationships.
Like, a lot of girls get upset about being booty calls. Let me tell you something. I got booty calls that I want to spend as much time with my booty call as my real girl. Like, once a week. Don't call me, I call you. So girls be like, that label booty call, they don't like that shit, but that's really how I want my relationship. The fuck do you want? I just called and say, what? I'm on my period. You still want me to come over? No. Why? What the fuck for? You're gonna force me to talk? Is that a crime? Don't come over my house can't fucking. I don't mind if we don't fuck, but I don't want to can't fuck. And you got problems physically, like, and we don't care about your period, ladies. I'm not trying to be a dick. That's between you and God. I didn't put this upon you. I wish you didn't bleed once a month. There's some pain we go through that y'all don't fucking know about. You ever zip your clitoris up in your zipper? Nope.
Have you ever zipped your clitoris up in your zipper? Damn.
I zipped my dick up in my zipper when I was 3. I still remember that shit.
Jesus Christ.
Y'all keep having babies. That can't be that much pain. Y'all keep having them. I ain't zipped my dick in my zipper up. In 31 years, I haven't zipped that.
He is 100%
I remember. I backed the fuck up because I remember that pain.
It's a horrifying thing.
It was horrifying.
Bingo. Whoa.
Kidney stones. Y'all gotta respect us too.
Women not get kidney stones? I assume they would.
Leave a motherfucker alone. He'll stay with you. Don't bother him. We run off instinct and desire, not off making us do shit. Love me, motherfucker! We've been together 2 years. We gotta do something. Marriage! But I don't want to. You can't lie. I used to lie. You know how many 2-year one-night stands I've been in? Well, I just didn't go, look, I thought I liked you, but it's not. You gotta go. What? I'm just being honest, you know what I mean? You can stay, but I don't think I want to go any further in a relationship and all that. Hear the silence? Hear that shit? That shit is mean, but it's true. What you want? You stay in these relationships and waste your good years? Men can, ladies, stop wasting your good years. Men can fuck till we can buy pussy till we dead. You can't buy what you need. You can't buy dick. There's no need for you to buy dick. You can't buy true emotions. You have to learn how to make us desire. But you don't want to do that shit. Motherfucker's sitting on a Sunday, right? He's in the bed like this, or sitting on the side of the couch, doing nothing. He don't need you to come rescue him from himself. Why are you sitting there? Why are you just sitting around? Let some light in.
Wow, it's just the same bit you did later. He was refining
all we
shit.
do is sit around and let's do something. Why we don't? How come we? You got drool coming down you. Leave that motherfucker alone. Because eventually after he wakes up out of his coma, because you never bother him, he's going to go, oh shit, my girl is the shit. Holy shit, she don't bug me. Then you're going to feel like, it's going to bubble up. You can't force a motherfucker.
It's amazing. He got like 8 minutes out of something he just had like 30 seconds of tops a couple years before. You just keep working it out, man. Just keep thinking of it.
Like you. Why? How come you didn't call me? I'm 34. I'm grown, man. Don't tell me to come to bed. Did you just tell me to come to bed? I'm almost a middle-aged man. I don't give a fuck if my face is getting ready to fall off. Don't tell me to come to bed. Get up, come to bed. Can I have my manhood? What you watching? Move over.
Since this is the same bit, I'm coming up on an hour. So yeah, that was. I just wanted to do a look into our man Patrice as a. I don't have a separate scene here, so I'm just gonna kind of make myself bigger. Yeah, it works. I just wanted to talk about Patrice's stand-up history a little bit before I just dive into the hours and hours of amazing entertainment he gave us on Opie and Anthony. The great thing about Patrice being on Opie and Anthony was that in stand-up, he comes out with bits. In roasts, he comes out with bits. Opie and Anthony, he could go with the flow. They could talk about different topics. Topics could come up. They could change. It was a great way to see the free-flowing creativity and comedic nature of Patrice O'Neal, among everyone else in that studio. If you have some recommendations of what your favorite Patrice on ONA bits are, please leave them in the comments for me. Otherwise, next Fat Tuesday, we will be talking about Patrice O'Neal and his long tenure as possibly the most famous or the most favorite guest on Opie and Anthony. So yeah, tune in. I'll see you then. Have a good one.